solemnly swear or affirm the testimony that you give the court should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Deputies came to the scene and were able to locate the defendant hiding in the woods behind a tree, as dressed as Ms. Ridgely described, wearing only panties. Officers asked her why she was naked. She stated that it was hot outside. She also stated that she tried giving it up, but she couldn't, and that she wants to live in a nudist colony. Your Honor, Ms. Ridgely's prior record is from 2014 for indecent exposure. That incident occurred in 2013. She fled, I think, in February of 2014, and received 3 years, suspended to 2 years probation, and that did involve the same victim in this case, Your Honor.
And ma'am, do you understand that that I am not bound by a recommendation made by the state, and that today I can sentence you up to 3 years today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you still wish to enter this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you in fact guilty of this charge of indecent exposure?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have all of your answers to my questions been truthful?
Yes, sir. I would like to point out that I have, or this is country property, no main road through town or no busy highway, anything. And I've enjoyed doing that for some years, going out, you know, sides with that, you know, without a top on, you know. But I realized I made a serious error in judgment by coming out, you know, where I could be seen by her or anybody else. There was no traffic at the time, you know. The company, but I realized I made an error in judgment by coming around the corner where she could see me. Before I was wearing a bathing suit bottom, you know, behind the big cedar in the back, and an outbuilding, you know, on the barn on one side hid me from either road or any neighbors, or woods hiding me from any neighbors. If I had stayed where I was at, you know, I wouldn't have caused anybody any problems, you know, but I made a serious error coming out in the corner where I could be seen.
Thank you, ma'am.
The victim has asked me to convey to the court that this has been an ongoing problem for the last 8 years since the victim moved back from Maryland. She's contacted law enforcement on many occasions, and we're not presenting that to the court to ask you to punish the victim or the defendant for things that are not subject of a conviction, but to understand this is not a situation where one time in 2013 this happened, and again it happened one time in 2014. This has been an ongoing issue for the victim. She had hoped by the probation sentence that was handed down by the court before that the situation could be solved, and perhaps Ms. Jonas could correct her behavior. Arriving at the recommendation, and agreeing with the recommendation of 90 days to continue on probation was a difficult decision, because on the one hand, this has been an ongoing problem for her, but she recognizes that this is only the second conviction for this defendant, but hopes that this sentence of 90 days to continue her on probation would just send a message to Ms. Jonas that she must stop this conduct, and that if she doesn't stop the conduct, the next time it's going to be much worse.
She obviously has some struggles that she's dealing with in life, and certainly wants the court to understand she never intends to hurt anyone. And I've represented Ms. Jonas both these offenses, and in talking with her and some other neighbors who will help out and transport her to court and do those type of things, their characterization is she's harmless. That is what she does. People around there know that, but they view her as harmless, and that's just kind of what she does. Now, we understand that there's a victim who does not view it that way, and she remains upset about this. But, Your Honor, this case has been very difficult to Ms. Jones.